Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about our German bastard sword. It's a sword we've been making for a really long time, and it's one of the pieces that really is kind of an iconic medieval knightly combat type of sword. It's big, it's kind of hefty, but it has good balance and it moves exceptionally well, especially in two hands. It's almost to the point that it really needs two hands on the grip. The grip's about 8 inches long. You have this very S-shaped type guard at the front with 2 rings on either side. It has kind of a roped or writhen detail, some file marks on on the exterior of the rings for showing the detail. The pommel is kind of a round and has kind of a pillow shape or puffs, and has some hash marks across those for decorative action. This particular one has an oxblood grip on it, looks very nice. But these types of swords are very much that a knight in armor would fight in the lists with. You could go to the half sword quite easily, but they are exceptionally good cutters as well. The blade is relatively stiff, so it holds its shape very well during the cut. And with that stiff blade and the heft of the sword behind it, it weighs almost 4.5 pounds. You can really glide through some tatami mats if you're doing the cutting end of the Western martial arts. So this type of sword is very much a 16th century kind of German look to it. They were very popular in the 1500s. It has a broad blade. It's about 39 inches long in the blade. The whole piece is about 47 3/4 inches long. So it's a big sword. It's a massive sword in the hand, and you can really do some damage with it. The reason we started doing this sword originally was it was in a book that we saw called Arms and Armor. And it was by Blackmore, and it was published back in like '65, I think. And later on, we would learn that after we had gotten to know Ewart Oakeshott and gotten involved with him in creating the Oakeshott Institute, that this sword was actually in the collection of his uncle, Geoffrey Farnell. He was an author, did a lot of romances, adventure stories, swashbuckling novels of the late 1800s, early 1900s. People will often say that, he kind of did some of the formatting for that whole kind of Errol Flynn type swashbuckling story. One of his big books was like Black Bartley's Treasure or something like that, where English noble is wronged and imprisoned on a Spanish galley and spends years there and then spends the rest of his life trying to get revenge on the nasty guy who put him there, kind of thing. So if you're interested in this type of sword and the elegance and dynamicism of a big medieval sword like this, the German bastard sword is a sword you should check out.